What is up, guys? Welcome to the Nomadic Mind. You can call me nomadic. I don't know why I even would have you guys call me nomadic. I mean, it's not like I would tell you guys my real name anyways. What's up, guys? Just got out of the gym. Just driving around. How's life? How's everything for you guys? How's everything going so far? Everything is going pretty well. I mean, what can I say? Recording myself while I'm driving, while there's two cars next to me, probably looking at me, recording myself, thinking, what the hell is this guy doing? Is he maybe FaceTiming? Is he video chatting? I don't know. Anyways, life goes on. People have their own path. Why do I talk like that? Anyways, what am I gonna say? How's life? Well, life's been pretty good. Working 2 jobs, trying to invest, save money. Tempted to buy a new vehicle. Well, not new. It would be new for me, but it's a used 2-door Bronco off-road vehicle, 2021. It's already lifted. It's 37-inch tires. Suspension has been already, updated. Has I want to say it looks like a 2-inch lift. I could be wrong. There's also a leveling kit on it already. But yeah, it's one of those things I go back and forth. I have 2 jobs. I make pretty good money. I could afford it, and I would have literally a lot left over to still invest and save money. Mostly invest, because saving your money in a bank account, it doesn't do you any good. It just sits there depreciating. So I've been slowly kind of investing in precious metals. Right now, I have an ounce of silver. I have 1 ounce of silver that's pure silver. I have 2 silver coins that are not pure silver. They're mixed with other, like nickel and stuff like that. But they're pretty good sized coins. I think they're collectible. They're like these 2 Mexican pesos coins from the 1970s or something like that, which has silver in it. It's not worth as much as just your regular 1 ounce silver, but because it's not pure. But the point I'm trying to make is that I'm trying to invest more into precious metals and just, and so I've kind of been going back and forth. Should I buy a new vehicle? Should I get one? I know it's not really necessarily a necessity for me. I have my 2014 Toyota Corolla that I've had for 12 years, paid off 7 years ago pretty much. Runs perfectly fine. Only fix that. I don't know if you guys get seizures. I don't want you guys getting fucking seizures by the fucking sun. Let's see if I change that. Maybe that helps. Probably. I don't know. I've had my 2014 Toyota Corolla for 12 years. I don't need a new vehicle, but it's something I've been wanting for so long, ever since the Broncos came out, and I'd be getting this for me because I want to. I'd be getting it because it's something that I know that I'd be happy with. It's not something that I would like get, have, and then maybe trade it in. No, I would actually have it for a very long time, for decades. It'd be something that I would, it's already been customized, but I would add my own flavor, my own take. I would do my own thing, maybe change out the wheels, but for the most part, it'd be a vehicle that I would be happy with because I always wanted something. The Corolla is nice, but it was something out of like, it's affordable. It was back in the day, it's my first new car. Got it brand new. It wasn't in my, it's in my name, but it's also in my mom's name. So it was back when, young, barely getting my first car. My first car was a 1997 Toyota Corolla. Then I jumped to a used, I think it was a 2005 Prius. Then after that, I wanted a new car, just, I want to build up my credit and stuff like that and blah, blah, blah. And so I ended up with a 2014 Toyota Corolla and brand new, got it. And got it under my mom's name and my name. She helped me out. Obviously, I didn't have much credit, so she helped me out with the credit and stuff like that. And yeah, had this car ever since. And so I wanted to get something that was truly what I wanted to get right now. I wanted to get something that was truly not because it was a necessity thing, but because it's just cool. I like it. I am always been into like lifted off-road vehicles. I love the rugged lifestyle, outdoor camping, all the customizations you could have on these off-road vehicles, installing molly panels where you can just install accessories. It's so satisfying. It's so cool. Having like rugged cases where you have material, like, you have all your supplies, it's sort of like I envision this idea where like I have this rugged ultimate 4x4 off-road vehicle that if need be I can go through terrain if there was an emergency, floods, whatever, and it's capable of off-roading off into the whatever terrain it may need be without me having to like be restricted to like regular roads. And I don't know, it's a fantasy of like having this post-apocalyptic vehicle that can survive anything. I'm like, obviously I'm talking out of my ass, but it's fucking some childish dream of like having this awesome, cool, badass vehicle that I can install. And I have this idea of like having this two-door Bronco, putting some KC lights on top, a nice light bar on top, with the nice bright KC lights, with some amber lenses and stuff like that, have it tricked out and everything. And what's cool about this two-door Bronco that I've been looking at, it's in Las Vegas. It's only like 4 hours away from me in Southern California. And yeah, it's already lifted, has 37-inch tires, so a lot of the work of like lifting it, kitting it, having the suspension update and all that has been done. I don't have to invest money into that. If anything, I would probably invest in, getting those KC light bars on top, maybe changing the hard top, getting a third-party hard top that's more, insulated and stuff like that for noise and whatnot. And then later on, probably change out the wheels. It is used, has 9,000 miles. It does have like little dings and stuff like that, but that's okay. It's not supposed to be perfect. I would eventually probably fix up the paint work. It's not damage. It's never been in an accident. It's just, cosmetic issues that, you know, you can take it to a body shop and have them replace it really easily. But, and it's way more affordable than getting a brand new with all the features that it has, which would be equivalent to a two-door Badlands that if you were to get today, a 2025 model, it would run you over 60 grand. And not only that, that comes with 35-inch tires with just the regular Sasquatch suspension. And this one that I'm looking at has an updated suspension, leveling kit, 37-inch tires already, and it's close to like 46,000, which would save me a lot of money compared to if I got a brand new one. So I'm in this dilemma. I've been thinking about it. I might pull the trigger and go for it and just say fuck it. At the end of the day, you make your decisions. You got to be firm. And if you really want something, you have to consider all possibilities. You have to make sure you consider the pros and cons and really think about why would this sort of purchase be meaningful for you? Why would this matter to you? Why are you doing this? This is not a video saying like fucking YOLO, you only live once. Spend your money. Buy a depreciating asset that's not going to serve you anything. But sometimes it's okay to spend on something that maybe you don't need, as long as you consider the consequences. And where I'm going with this point is that for myself, if I'm getting this vehicle, which I know is not going to serve me financially, it's more of just me having like a dream vehicle, something that I've always wanted. And I got to consider the consequences. I got to consider the loan that I'd be taking on this vehicle. I got to consider all the costs that come with this vehicle, and if I'm going to go through with this and I want this, I have to work for it. I have to take up that responsibility of like, hey, you wanted this. Now you have to deal with the consequences, and you better, it's one of those things where, you make your decisions, good or bad. You own up to those decisions and you don't look back. You did what you did, and that's that. There's no crying, there's no bullshit, there's no babying or anything. You do what you gotta do in the moment that, it felt right, or because we all live by moments. We all, have to realize we make decisions. We're someone right now in this moment, but, we evolve, we change. We're not always the same. I don't even know why I'm making this video. What's the point of this? But what I'm trying to say is that if I'm gonna do this, I gotta own up to the big responsibility of indebting myself with this purchase. And just basically be a man and make it happen. If I want this, if I really want this, I'm gonna work hard for it. I'm gonna make up for it. I'm gonna make it work with whatever other bills I have. And yeah, just make it happen. And I guess that kind of applies to whatever you want. Sure, why would I indebt myself? It's not necessary. It doesn't benefit my future. But sometimes you really want something so bad. You can get it, but consider that there's going to be work that's going to be needed to compensate for this extra responsibility you're putting yourself in. And I might as well if I'm going to indebt myself, I might as well be in debt to something that I actually do personally like. And it's not to impress anybody. It's not to make anybody happy. I'm doing it because I genuinely want this, and I've wanted it for so long. I'm 32 years old. I don't have any responsibilities. I have 2 jobs. I work very hard. Practically don't have any debt at all, pretty much. The only debt I would be having now would be this vehicle if I were to get it. And I make enough to be able to afford the payments and my rent. And, life's short sometimes. Things happen. I don't want to lose the opportunity to get this vehicle because it has everything that I could ever want. I'm a simple guy. I don't need much. I don't splurge on a lot of stuff. I have a phone that I've been using for like 4 or 5 years now. This vehicle would just be something that I would give myself to, but I don't know. I don't even know why I'm making this video, but I'm making a video, I guess, to kind of like bring out my thoughts, kind of reflect, and kind of see like, is this real? I don't know. I know that I want this vehicle, and I guess to whoever sees this video and hears what I'm trying to say is that if you want something in life, no one's stopping you but yourself. Just consider the consequences, and that's good and bad. And the word consequence doesn't mean a negative thing. It just means that is a result of your actions, of whatever you do in life, good or bad. But yeah, I don't know. This video is more of me just trying to process my thoughts, and it's easier for me. I guess it was really nice to kind of just like talk to myself, to the camera, and just kind of like, I don't know, just explain my reasoning out loud. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Today's Saturday, the 17th of January. The dealership is closed on tomorrow, Sunday. I'll go on Monday and take a look at the vehicle. I haven't seen it in person. It's only been through pictures and videos, but want to see it in person just to see, alright, is this really what I want? And probably pull the trigger, who knows? But yeah, this is, just know, life is short. But yeah, live your life however you want to live it, and just make sure you're happy. Make sure you're doing your best, but don't live recklessly. Live responsibly. Live responsibly. Always Live by your morals. Don't live by anybody else's. Always appreciate the little things in life. And, you know, and always remember to just basically, you know, tell the people that you love them, and, you know, and also God loves you, you know. God is with you, and everything will be okay. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah. I don't know. Whoever sees this video, hopefully you get something out of it. Hopefully. But yeah. Have a great day, guys. Take care. Live life to the fullest.